Hey there, DarkXGhosts here, and wow, am I excited to share with you all a little secret about the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 5 that I like to call PS Plus Plus. That's right, not just PS Plus, but PS Plus Plus. Some of you might be thinking to yourselves, what on earth is PS Plus Plus? Is that even a real thing? Is it actually called that? And well, yes, it is definitely a real thing, but no, it's not called that. Let me explain. So as many of you already know, Sony rolled out these new subscription tiers not too long ago that offer extra services. Each tier that you go up, the more services you receive. If you're anything like me and a bunch of my friends, you may actually already be aware that these new subscription tiers exist, but you might also be a bit confused as to what exactly is being offered here, and if any of this stuff is even worth it. Well, my friends, I have looked into these new PlayStation subscription services, and I am here to tell you which one I believe to be not just the best option out of all of them, but the tier that in my opinion is an absolute must-buy. Seriously, if you are a video game fan, and if you have a PlayStation 4, and especially if you have a PlayStation 5, then there is one subscription service that Sony offers that is a must-have. Let's jump right into what it is and why you should be excited about it. Okay, so the three subscription tiers that Sony offers to PlayStation console owners now are PS Plus Essential, PS Plus Extra, and PS Plus Premium. Now, PS Plus Essential is essentially just regular old PS Plus that we've always known and loved. The Essential tier grants you access to online multiplayer games that aren't considered free-to-play games, so major titles like Battlefield Online, Call of Duty Multiplayer, For Honor Online, Last of Us Online. Those will all require you to pay for Essential in order to play online with your friends. Side note and pro tip, if you don't pay for any online subscription at all, you will actually still have access to many online features with your PlayStation, such as the ability to join party chats, message people online, and you can actually play any free-to-play game online such as Apex Legends, Fortnite, or Rogue Company. So those of you who only play free-to-play games but are also paying for PS Plus Essential, just stop paying for it until you're ready to take advantage of your online subscription service to its fullest. Personally, PS Plus Essential is what I have always had for years, well over a decade even, since I thoroughly enjoy competitive games such as Battlefield, Call of Duty, The Last of Us, and so on. The next tier up, known as PS Plus Extra, is where things now become new and exciting. With PS Plus Extra, you retain all the benefits of PS Plus Essential, meaning you get to play your favorite multiplayer games online, and you will also have access to a library of hundreds, if not thousands of games. It's basically like a Netflix but for PlayStation games. If you're a gamer, you can't tell me that doesn't sound pretty cool. PS Plus Extra, in a way, is Sony's version of Xbox Game Pass, even though Sony acknowledges that they are not trying to go as ham as Xbox Game Pass. But with all that said, for only $40 extra per year, you get access to all these games. And a lot of these are great games too. I mean, just look at this. In no particular order, you can get all the Assassin's Creed games, God of War games, Uncharted games, Kingdom Hearts games, including the newest one, Devil May Cry, Shadow of the Colossus, The Last Guardian, the Far Cry games, Ghost of Tsushima, Death Stranding, Just Cause, The Lord of the Rings, Shadow of Mordor, and Shadow of War, all of the most recent Tomb Raider games, It Takes Two, Dishonored 2, Outriders, Skyrim, and Fallout 4, Final Fantasy games, Little Big Planet games, Spider-Man Miles Morales, The Division 1 and 2, Ghost Recon Breakpoint, Cities Skylines, the Sniper Elite series, Darksiders 3, Dragon Ball Z games, Gravity Rush 2, the Wolfenstein games, the Watch Dogs games, the Infamous games, Resident Evil games, Days Gone, Friday the 13th, Neo, Control, Detroit Become Human, racing games like The Crew, Trackmania, and Grid Legends, Street Fighter V, Tekken 7, Mortal Kombat X, Soul Calibur 6, the most recent Doom games, you got Rainbow Six Siege, and PS5 games like the new Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, Demon's Souls, Kena Bridge of Spirits, Back 4 Blood, Deathloop, Horizon Forbidden West, and all that I have named so far is not even scratching the surface. Now, does PS Plus Extra have every game on the planet? No, of course not. But will it have some game out there that is perfect for you? No doubt in my mind that it will. Let me quickly tell you the story about how we even discovered what a great deal this tier of subscription service is in the first place. It all started actually just a few weeks ago when me and my sister were trying to convince our mutual friend to play World War Z with us so that they could help us beat the newest Horde XL map that the game just updated with. Our friend didn't have the game World War Z, a great game by the way that I highly recommend to you all, and so he went to the PlayStation Store to buy the game and he was hit with a sticker price of $40 to buy the latest version of the game. He said that while looking at the game on the PlayStation Store, that he was presented with the option to either buy the game outright for $40, or that he could get it free with PS Plus Extra. So that's when we all started thinking, well, what even is PS Plus Extra and what games do they offer? So we started digging deeper and looking at the games Sony had to offer here, and to our surprise, we saw seriously such an extensive list of games. Of course, the list that I shared with you all earlier. And mind you, that extensive list is continuing to grow every day. After some time, our mutual friend decided, instead of spending $40 to get just one game, I'll spend that $40 and get access to this game and hundreds if not thousands of other games. And that's when it hit me. Personally, I am already paying $60 each year for the most basic PS Plus membership, now known as PS Plus Essential. In fact, I have been paying for PS Plus Essential for as long as I can remember, including the PS3 and PS4 days. I have also bought the PS5 and I have owned it ever since it first launched, and so far, for my PS5, I have purchased a grand total of 3 PS5 games so I could experience the latest and most current generation of gaming. Keep in mind that games nowadays are $70 each, and I have purchased 3 $70 games so far. That comes out to having spent $210 on only 3 games. The 3 PS5 games I bought were Demon's Souls Remake, Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, and Diablo 4. Demon's Souls I didn't even beat because I had already beaten it for the PS3 back in the day, and when it came time for me playing it again on the PS5, I just didn't have any interest in beating it a second time. But I do gotta say that those graphics are sweet on the PS5 remake. The new Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart was awesome, and that game I did beat and I do highly recommend playing it. Diablo 4, on the other hand, I played for about a week and got bored with it very quickly due to its repetitiveness, and honestly, I just did not enjoy Diablo 4's system of grinding just to grind some more. So, in my journey with the PS5 thus far, I've spent $210 and only have 3 PS5 games to show for it, and only one of those games I actually enjoyed playing enough to even finish it. It's safe to say that I do low-key have some level of buyer's remorse for my PS5 game purchases thus far, not for the PS5 itself. But let's imagine if I had PS Plus Extra. Well, 2 of those 3 PS5 games I had purchased are actually on PS Plus Extra, that being Demon's Souls and Ratchet & Clank. In the 2 years of me owning a PS5, I would have by now paid $80, that's $40 extra each year for PS Plus Extra, which would have been the equivalent of having purchased just one PS5 game, being $70 plus $7 tax, which makes $77. So with PS Plus Extra being only $40 more each year for me, if I play even one PS5 game that year, I damn near get almost double the value of the price I'm paying for the service that year, plus the fact that I will still have access to many more PS5 and PS4 games. To me, it's just a no-brainer. In total, I now pay $100 per year for PS Plus Extra, but $100 per year for a subscription service is nothing in this modern day, and at the bare minimum, $100 per year is certainly no different than what I know we all already pay for. Let's play a quick game. I bet that most of you have at least one of the following services or something similar that either you pay for or someone close to you pays for. If you own or use any of the following, then I have proven my point, and you also win the game. Ready? Remember, you win the game if you pay for or have access to any of the following or something similar: to Netflix, Hulu, Disney+, YouTube Premium, YouTube TV, Apple TV, Spotify, Apple Music, DoorDash, Grubhub, a season pass to your favorite theme park, or any other subscription service out there that makes your life more modern. See? We are all winners here. Now, as a gamer, I play, or at the very least use my PS5 pretty much every single day in some capacity, be it either for gaming casually, gaming competitively, watching YouTube or a movie or TV show on Netflix or Hulu or Disney+, or even just relaxing while listening to some music on Spotify. Believe it or not, I actually want to give Sony my money since I use their machine literally all the time. I benefit from their machine and from their service. Playing video games and using my PS5 makes me happy. I have no problem paying money, within reason, for something that makes me happy. So if you are the person that is anything like how I was, meaning you are already paying for PS Plus Essential, and you are unsure what the other services do, trust me when I say to make the upgrade to PS Plus Extra. Why pay $60 per year when you can get just so much more benefit from a little bit more money? It's like paying for basic Hulu and having to watch all the ads. Sure, that's cool and it's fine, but if you're an avid Hulu watcher, meaning you watch Hulu every single day, it is reasonable to suggest the question of why not pay just a few dollars more for the ad-free experience when it will benefit you greatly. I say treat yourself. You deserve it. And now that leaves us to talk about the third and final tier of PS Plus Premium. For the record, I am not going to knock this tier or say that it's not worth it, because to some, I believe that it will be worth it. I would actually just say that it depends on the person. Basically, this premium tier gives you access to everything from before, so the ability to play online multiplayer games and the ability to download PS5 and PS4 games from the Sony library of games, but it also grants the ability to stream or download PS3, PS2, and PS1 games. And you will actually also have the ability to demo certain games. But to me, the demos aren't really that exciting when essentially being able to download games in full is quite literally giving you a chance to demo the game anyway, but hey, it's something that they're offering and that's totally fine. Obviously, PS3, PS2, and PS1 games are cool, but the reality is that they aren't going to be as appealing to most people these days as the current generation titles are. So if you are the person who really wants to play the old Ratchet & Clank games, the old Jak and Daxter games, the old Bioshock or the old Lost Planet games, then this tier will be great for you, and it's only an additional $20 on top of the PS Plus Extra tier, totaling $120 per year. So to recap, PS Plus Essential is $60 per year and allows you to play online multiplayer games. PS Plus Extra is $100 per year and allows you to play online multiplayer games and gives you access to download games from a whole library of PS5 and PS4 games. And PS Plus Premium is $120 per year, which allows you to play online multiplayer games, grants you access to the library of PS5 and PS4 games, and you can choose to either stream or download PS3, PS2, or PS1 games, as well as try demos of certain games. The clear winner in my eyes is PS Plus Extra, or PS Plus Plus, which is exactly what I upgraded to. I just don't need access to PS3 games and below, and if I ever do, I can always just upgrade again for only $20 more each year. I just really wanted to enjoy me some PS5 and PS4 games, and now this has given me a reason to play so many titles that I've always wanted to play but never had a chance to do, all without needing to outright buy these games individually. So far, in just my first 2 weeks of having PS Plus Extra, I have played Ace Combat 7, Undertale, Hollow Knight, Shadow of the Colossus, Kena Bridge of Spirits, Chess Ultra, XCOM 2, and The Ascent. The Ascent is a 4-player co-op game, by the way, and I highly recommend you all play it with your friends if you're looking for a twin-stick shooter where you can upgrade your guns and your characters, all while shooting baddies together in a cyberpunk-style world. Imagine if I had bought all those games individually, it would have cost me a total of $288, not including any tax or shipping. And again, this has only been my first 2 weeks of being upgraded to PS Plus Extra. I still have so many more games that I can and will download and play on my free time and with my friends. For the record, no, I am not being sponsored by Sony or anything like that to share this exciting information with you, and I have no incentive to even say all this other than to simply help out fellow gamers such as myself and everyone in the video game community who I know are missing out on an opportunity to take advantage of all these games. If you are considering PS Plus Extra even just a little bit, I would encourage you to just go to the PlayStation Store and check out the list of games that Sony has to offer, and I bet you will be impressed with their extensive library so far. If there is a game on that list that you really like and you really want to play it, then upgrade your subscription service and start having fun. Or I suggest that you simply wait until a game comes out in the future that you are looking forward to playing. And if that game becomes available on PS Plus Extra, then upgrade at that time. In these 2 weeks, I have shared my experiences with PS Plus Extra to many of my online gaming friends, and I'm not kidding when I say that every single person I have told about it has now gotten PS Plus Extra, and they are happily loving their new upgrade. Most of them just were unaware that PS Plus Extra was even a thing, or they just never got around to looking into it further to see if it was even worth having. One friend in particular is married and has 2 kids. He said that his little kids love playing video games, but he hardly enjoys buying them new games since it is so expensive to buy them random little kid games here and there, and all that money spent on them adds up very quickly. But now with him having PS Plus Extra, both of his kids were ecstatic when they learned that they now have a whole world of games to play and have fun with. With his upgrade, he definitely earned the Father of the Year award in the eyes of his kids, and he gets to enjoy a bunch of awesome games himself as well. Alright everyone, that will be it for this video. If you are someone who is on the fence about getting PS Plus Extra, leave a comment below and let us all know what your concerns are. What are your thoughts on the 3 subscription tiers? Which one do you think is best? Do you have PS Plus Extra, and how are you enjoying it so far? How many of you have PS Plus Premium? Is that tier worth it to you guys? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video.